We have a 2016 pickup truck with the infamous check engine light, and we have no idea what's going on. So why don't you join us on Tech Garage today as we scan it, diagnose it, and repair this Ram. Well, welcome to Tech Garage, presented by rockauto.com. Well, we got our pickup truck in the shop, got the code, and it's actually an active grill shutter code. We've never even had that here at Tech Garage, so this is going to be interesting. What we had to do is we had to kind of figure out where it was and what's going on. So what I did is I got this panel up here, the beautification panel. There's some clips here. I got a little clip tool, got it up under there, popped them up. Once I had them all up, just as easy as moving that and getting out of the way. Now back here, I can see it back here, but really don't have good access. I can see that it's plugged in. So I knew we were going to have to go a little bit further. So what I did, I went and got the big gun here. I got the big old scan tool, and this scan tool actually allowed me with some output tests to try to run that grill shutter down there, close it and open it. So I simply ran it, took a flashlight, looked down in there, and I didn't see it moving at all. Sometimes you can see some debris and things in there kind of hanging it up, but not the problem here. So we're going to have to take it a little bit further. Dave, I'm going to need a hand.
Yes, sir.
Dave, this is weird, man. It's an active grill shutter code, and we're going to have to take the grill off to do some further exploration.
Can do. Let's get it done.
Yep, couple of 10s, super easy. You got some 10s right across the top, and then there's some lock pins. So we'll take those off, and then we'll just go down there and give it a little yank. It should come right off.
All right.
All right.
This is kind of wacky because this is a code you wouldn't have even seen 10 years ago.
No, I mean, you wouldn't see it 10 years ago because it has to do with that CAFE, that corporate average fuel economy, and they're trying to raise the numbers, and these big pickup trucks, they're not very aerodynamic.
So what does a grill shutter do?
You know, it's going to open and close to help with the aerodynamics, and, you know, a couple other things too. I was talking to some engineers. They were talking about maybe getting the engine up to operating temperature quicker for emissions reasons.
Because it runs too rich before it gets warmed up.
Exactly,
Gotcha.
Exactly, Rich. So here's two more here. Let's get these off, and then we'll show everybody down there. You got one on the end there?
Yep.
All right. Fantastic.
That's all of them?
That's it. Now all you have to do, kind of put your fingers in here, be gentle and pull kind of out. You'll feel it pop. There it goes.
Easy.
Just that easy. Yep. Let me be careful. Now be careful with your grill. Set it somewhere where you're not going to damage it or run into any problem. Plastic pieces are not cheap.
Usually when we see one of these, you got a broken fin or something like that, and it looks like everything's good here. Or sometimes these come popped out from the back, and it'll hang shut or it'll hang open, and that you'll have big problems. But it doesn't look like we have that at all.
Man, you should have come in here earlier. I didn't even know what it was. Pretty cool. No, yeah, absolutely. These things here, they actually look like they're intact. They're not flopping around. I know that's a problem. We're going to have to get to that connector back here. So there's a couple of 15s right here, Dave. I think we'll go ahead and pull those. Just switch over to that. We'll get that pulled out.
All right.
And then down below, there's some 10s, I believe, holding that thing in way down there low.
All right.
So let's get these two pulled out right here, and then we'll go from there. Kind of leads me to believe we got an electrical problem or something's happening. We're going to have to check voltage. We're going to have to check power and ground down there, just due to the fact that it's not moving at all. And the code kind of indicates. Sometimes it won't set a code when things are hung up in there, and that's not our problem.
I know you don't get these very much, but what kind of things can go bad if the shutter goes bad?
Well, that's a good point. I mean, you know, if it's closed when it's not supposed to be closed, we could create an overheating problem. Or actually have the air conditioning condenser right here. So we want airflow across that. So we're going to close it at some predetermined times, Dave. I mean, it's real simple.
Cool.
We got two down there. What we'll do is, Dave, we'll pull those off. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll you know what we'll do? We'll take a look at it on the table. That's going to be really cool. I'll show you some of those things we talked about, along with why we actually have one. Talk about open, rich conditions. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back with more Tech Garage presented by rockauto.com.